Paul says in Romans 8, the earth groans for the manifestation of the sons of God. What did Paul mean? This is what I think Paul meant. The earth is always chaotic, like a massive spiritual, social, financial, domestic hurricane. Always problems. And it's groaning for sons of God to step up and tend the garden. It's groaning for sons of God to step up and speak to storms, deal with chaos, speak into dark places, and hover over the face of waters, separate waters from dry land. All these things are creative ideas, and you and I have that because Christ lives in us. Strengthen, one more verse, strengthen with all might according to His glorious power for all patience and long suffering with joy. And that last word ought to tell us something about what it means to walk worthy. Walking worthy is a joyous walk, because it's when we walk worthy we find the joy of the Lord that is our strength, that motivates us, that moves us, that navigates us through the world. I don't think that the message of grace is going to become the predominant message in the American church until the recipients of grace step up and be the most responsible of God's children that walk the planet. Until then, we are giving our enemies ammunition. And when I say enemies, I say that very loosely. Let me rephrase it. That's better. What is happening in a lot of circles, in a lot of places, is until we step up and take the responsibility of walking worthy of this awesome grace that we have, we are giving our detractors and our accusers more ammunition to use against us, because they're watching grace close churches instead of open them. Because people are so free they don't need to go to church anymore. And people are so free they don't need to give anymore. And people are so free they don't need to do anything anymore. And so our detractors sit across metaphoric streets preaching the gospel and saying that grace will create a lazy breed of Christian. That grace will create a Christian that doesn't support what they believe in. That grace will make you selfish. Oh yeah, that grace will set you free, but at the expense of cutting off your arm from the rest of your body, because you'll have a free hand that doesn't know how to walk anywhere because it's cut itself off from the community and the body of believers who could have been its greatest support. And that message has to be reproclaimed to grace people. It's time to walk worthy. You're valuable. You're valuable. But your value is greater in showing the world the value of walking as one of the sons of God than it is in only showing yourself how to walk. Don't let those muscles atrophy. I think most of us came to view walking with God. I said this a little earlier. I want to qualify this. Am I doing okay on time? I don't know how long you go on Sunday morning. I'm a little long-winded. I got used to doing that not pastoring because, what do I care? I don't have to show up next week and hear you whine that I went too long. So that's the pastor's role. He gets to hear that. Send all complaints to Dan Morrison. I think a lot of us come into this walking in fear. And because of that, Christianity has become an escape religion for most people. And what I mean by that is many of us came to Christ to escape hell. And once we thought our salvation was going to help us escape hell, then the next message was escape sin. Right? And so then we went about our lives trying to escape sin. And then once we were in the process of escaping sin, we went, okay, you've escaped hell by accepting Jesus. You're trying to escape sin. What's a good way to escape sin? Escape the system of this world. Get away from them. Don't talk to them. Don't touch them. Don't dance with them. Don't dress like them. Don't watch their movies. Don't go to their TV, see their TV shows. Don't listen to their music. Don't associate with them. Don't go in their places of eating. Don't go to their games. Don't do their stuff. Don't know their mantras. Don't come out, touch not, taste not, handle not, right? Which, how many of you know under grace, touch not, taste not, handle not is very clearly said to be the system of religion, which told you that you could be something if you didn't touch something or taste something or handle something. But we confuse that. So most of us try to escape hell, then we try to escape sin, then we try to escape the system of the world, and then here's the ultimate one. We hope to ultimately escape the world itself. And so most of Christianity, its end game is God's going to get us out of here. And so we come to church and go, I can't wait for the day when Jesus splits the eastern skies and takes us home. Because we came in escaping hell, and we've lived escaping sin, and we've learned to escape the system, and the only thing left is just to escape the hellhole altogether. So you can't wait to get out of here. Can't wait for Jesus to come take me home. Oh, and because we can't be positive when and how he's going to take us home, the next thing we look forward to, and this is tragic and morbid and has killed a generation, the next best thing to look forward to is dying. Because when you die, you at least get to go be with Jesus. And so quickly, Christianity spirals downward from the joy of the Lord is my strength to I can't wait to go be with Jesus. And I don't even need to go into 1 point, 2 points, or 10 points as to what is wrong with that. So I'll simply quote Jesus. I have come that you might have life and that you might have it more abundant, Jesus said. Where Christianity as a theory and a doctrine spirals into escapism, we're at the worst form of Christianity. I didn't say you're not saved. I didn't say you're not a believer. I didn't say you don't know who he is. But I am convinced you don't know who you are. And that's as tragic as not knowing who he is, because he put you here to reproduce yourself. It would be like Adam saying to God, why don't you just make my kids? I don't want to make them. That's a lot of responsibility. Besides, I want to go back to where it was just me and you. I want to go back to before I had her. And me and you just walked in the cool of the day and talked and had fun. And I tended the garden weed-free. That's Adam going, why don't you just take me to heaven? I don't have any problems. I don't have any issues. I don't have any responsibilities. Just get me out of here.